Steady now.
Long-awaited sequels can be an interesting proposition. Seeing one of your beloved games finally get their return to the spotlight can be satisfying, but time can also dull what made those games special and consequently force a complete change. Baldur's Gate 3 would finally arrive in 2023, after some 2 decades and multiple prior attempts which would see cancellation. Larian Studios, who earned acclaim for their prior Divinity games, would be trusted to bring this new entry to life, and after just shy of 3 years of early access development, the final product would arrive along with a PlayStation 5 port. For those desperate for a new role-playing game to sink their teeth into, this one is simply a must-play. Baldur's Gate 3 concerns a band of characters infected with the Mind Flayer parasite. After a Nautiloid crash landing, the quest across Faerûn begins to reveal a way to remove the parasite, though you soon discover that a bigger plot is brewing that could spell the end of everything. How you progress is rather open, with several branches offering different ways to open new quests and find potential cures.
My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
This benefit comes from the unique setup, as a myriad of disparate characters are brought together through the common goal of finding a cure. They all have different beliefs, dispositions, and quirks, such as the first character you meet, Lae'zel. As a Githyanki, a race of green-skinned humanoids, she showcases a vicious demeanour that puts her races on a code above anything else. This contrasts with Astarion, a vampiric rogue focused purely on his own needs. It creates some great moments of tension, conflict, and potential growth as you interact with these companions.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
It helps that in terms of writing and voice work, Baldur's Gate 3 might be peerless. Hugely dense with dialogue, it proves captivating and engaging without seeming bloated. The narrator is a great example of this, deftly mixing disgusting description for the horrors of the Mind Flayers,
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
with a more jovial delivery for comedic moments.
You follow the squirrel's gaze to a pair of clumsy, ugly feet. Your own.
Motion capture is outstanding and sees every character tick brought to life, while voice work delivery is generally strong. Interactions feel layered and rich with detail, making it a joy to probe your companions for more backstory. Dialogue options and choices eschew black and white morality for something far more complex, as decisions which seem righteous can have catastrophic consequences you'd struggle to foresee. Even characters outside of your camp offer deep conversation, such as a group of refugees whose fate you can determine throughout the course of the game. The world is overflowing with lore to uncover via books, optional conversations, and pure discovery as you wander around the map. Needless to say, it becomes very easy to lose yourself in this depiction of Faerûn. Before you can jump in, your character selection comes first. The options feel almost endless, allowing you to tweak everything from size to race and background. You can opt to either use a custom character or utilise one of the existing characters, offering unique scenes you'd miss otherwise. Customization also plays a key role in shaping your character's capabilities in combat. 12 classes allow you to focus on weapons, magic, or even distraction with the bard, and subclasses allow you to choose different abilities. As you earn levels on balanced difficulty, you can even multi-class to create hybrid classes, further deepening the well of possibilities. But your choices can also affect how you can progress quests, with brutish barbarians gaining intimidation points. These skill checks come in the form of dice rolls, where you can gain bonuses depending on your class and background. And while failing a skill check due to bad luck can be frustrating, it feels rather faithful to the tabletop Dungeons & Dragons experience, and can force improvisation with chaotically fun results.
Stop!
If I want to tell you something, I'll use my mouth, understand? Fumble in my head again, and I'll gut you.
Dice rolls play a major role in combat, perhaps the biggest departure from previous games. Opting for turn-based combat closer to Divinity than Baldur's Gate, this does admittedly result in slower paced encounters. However, there's an immense amount of depth at play here, and challenging encounters keep you guessing. Much like questing, battles can be approached in multiple ways, such as sneaking to earn a bonus strike as foes stand surprised. Spells range from explosive bombardments to turning foes into sheep temporarily, allowing you to warp your battle to your favour. Aspects such as fall damage can be utilised, with a shove move gifting space and possibly knocking foes to their death.
Maybe I should. No, this is good.
But all these elements can be used against yourself, meaning you often have to prepare defense as well as attacks. Intelligent AI forces you to make considered choices and, especially on higher settings, rushed attacks will often lead to your doom. Quick saves allow players to experiment with minimal downtime at least. While battles with a large number of foes can start to drag, combat in Baldur's Gate 3 is tactical and challenging, yet rewarding. The presentation here is also fantastic. Visually, the game is crafted with immense care, populated with gorgeous environments that are a joy to explore. From the unsettling horror of the initial Nautiloid scene, to the bright forests of the Emerald Grove, it appears detailed and beautifully lit. Characters look even better, with stellar facial expressions and animations that hook you into the conversation. Aspects such as the visual flair of spells, a lack of loading times when fast travelling in the same region, and smooth performance throughout most of the game are welcome. That being said, some technical woes can bog the experience down, be it occasional pop-in, slow down during crowded areas, and even a couple of unfortunate crashes. Nevertheless, continued updates, including an additional difficulty and an epilogue set 6 months after the game's ending, could see these woes mitigated. Baldur's Gate 3 offers considerable potential for lifespan, considering all the aforementioned customization. New playthroughs allow you to explore each backstory, attempt to carve a different path, or stumble across something you may have missed. Dozens of quests are available, and many offer multiple outcomes depending on your actions. And the craziest part? The entirety of this game is fully playable in 4-player co-op online and 2 players via the same console. All this freedom is still available, meaning the chaotic nature of social play can leave your companions running faster than light to get away. It's perhaps not the ideal way to enjoy a first run, but it's still quite the technical achievement and absolutely worth experiencing. Ultimately, Baldur's Gate 3 is simply a masterclass in the role-playing genre. Overflowing with depth, offering immense freedom, and backed by incredible world-building and storytelling, it's a stellar experience rich with memorable moments, both scripted and mouldable by your hand. With tactile combat, immense lifespan bolstered by co-op, and a stunning presentation backing this up, it is simply an incredible game. While some technical woes are a shame, and the divergence from previous entries may upset some, these feel like small dents on a nearly perfect armour. To sum it up in simple terms, if you have the vaguest interest in role-playing games, check out this one with haste.